Ordinary Average Guy Podcast Show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, episode 24 of the Ordinary Average Guy Podcast Show. And we're coming at you from the Bucks T. Hootie Studios, previously recorded with the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Linz.
Nice.
Is that what we're gonna go with, Coach Linz?
We could do that. That's my go-to, just Linz, right now.
All right. So, if you are an avid listener of the show, which Coach Linz is not,
I was too busy watching TikToks on the way over.
yeah, on the way over. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know anything about me and been listening to the show, you would know that I'm on a health kick. Not doing the greatest, but trying to do all right. I'm in a weight loss. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm in a weight loss competition.
Okay.
It's a year-long competition, and whoever loses the most weight, percentage-wise, not just straight pounds,
Okay.
but whoever loses the most weight percentage-wise, wins the pot. And
Okay.
it's a big pot. It's gonna be like over $1,000. So I'm trying. And with that money, I'm going to invest into the podcast. So,
That's why you slacking.
I am in first place at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I am in first place at the moment. Can you hear me all right in your headphones?
A little bit.
Okay, at your right ear. I don't know how to set it up so you can hear out of both ears, but anyway, long story short, I've been really focusing on my eating, if you will, which I could be doing better at, but I've been kind of focusing more on my eating, and then when I work out, it's just like treadmill stuff, and we have a Peloton too.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I've been doing. But the reason why I wanted to bring Coach Linz on the show, so me and Coach Linz go way back, freshman year in high school.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
20...
What's that? You count. Don't even count.
It's been a while. Remember that time you came over and we played Grand Theft Auto all night long?
For sure.
And then we picked you up. My mom and dad picked you up, and you came out with your TV.
I actually don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, you came walking out with a TV because we could play two TVs at once.
Smart thinking.
Yeah.
No, my favorite was always with all the high school dances going on. One
Yeah.
of the best things was senior year. We had 7, 8 of us. Came over, we played touch football in the front yard. Ate
Yeah.
pizzas. Everybody got ready in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I remember that. Those were the good old days.
Oh, yeah.
And now here we are in the Bucksy Hootie Studios drinking some Busch Lights and talking health. But the reason, now you were always into weightlifting. Always. I mean, when I met you in freshman year, I mean, you were hardcore, always going to the gym every day. Were you even into that, like even before that, like in grade school even?
It started 8th grade. So all through middle school, I mean, you know our friends pretty well. My nickname was Fat Boy all through middle school. And I always wanted to be a good football player. So my main drive was football. My Uncle John, ran the weight room. So I was like, well, if I'm going to be good at football, I got to start lifting weights.
Okay.
And then you start seeing, the confidence come with it. You start getting close to benching, a plate and all the little stuff with it. So
Yeah.
that's what kind of kept me into it the whole time.
So I did not know you in middle school, but were you a chubby kid?
I mean, not enough to be called Fat Boy. I mean, I was still athletic. I mean, when it came to football, I was still...
So when it came to nicknames, they ran out of nicknames and they got to you and they're like, sorry, you're Fat
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, of everybody. It's like, oh.
Well, that's cool. And me, if I got made fun of for being fat, I just drown my sorrows in a pint of ice cream. But you hit the weights. God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you. So you, well, and then it paid off because, and I thought it was freshman year, but sophomore year in high school, you were starting linebacker for varsity football. And when we were in high school, our football teams were good.
Yeah, we'd go to playoffs every time, and usually, I think my sophomore year we just made first round, but then we went deeper.
Okay. Yeah, sweet, man. Well, our senior year, we went to the
Semifinals.
semifinals. Yeah. And we got our ass kicked.
Freaking Lancaster. Kyle Christensen catches that first bomb.
We don't
have a
use
chance.
we don't use first and last names on this podcast.
Sorry.
That's right. Well, but I also don't know how to edit, so it's staying in.
Bloop.
So, but then anyway, so then okay, you played baseball, but football was your
Oh yeah.
love and joy. So then you graduate from high school, and then you stick with the you were like, hey, I like this weightlifting stuff. Now you're a strength coach, and that's what you went to school for?
Yeah. Oh, that went way back to sophomore year. Trained with a friend who was a football player in college, and that's where that was my goal, was to play football in college for the neighboring town. And we would drive up to Appleton, 45 minutes away, and train at Frappier Acceleration. When we were training there, my cousin actually was an intern, and I'm like, hold on, you can get paid to do this? So that was kind of the light bulb going off of like, you know what, I want to do that. And then I was fortunate enough to do a football camp at La Crosse, and they're pretty well known for their fitness. So
Okay.
I knew sophomore year what I wanted to go to college for, where I wanted to go, and what I wanted to do.
And then you went to lacrosse, UW Lacrosse. And did you play football?
I tried out, never made it.
Okay. But I mean, Christ, it's college football.
Well, they were that time three-time conference champ, and then that's when Whitewater started their tear.
Oh, okay. I remember that, yeah. So, but yeah, here you are. You're living your dream. And now you own your own business called Wisconsin Sports Performance.
Yep.
Out of Menominee Falls. To me, that's just Milwaukee, but that's actually a different city.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Is it far away from Milwaukee?
From downtown, probably 20 minutes.
Okay. So anyway, if we have any listeners in the Milwaukee area, which I don't think we do, but if we do, check out Wisconsin Sports Performance. But before that, you actually left the state of Wisconsin. I remember 100% you going to Butler University. Yeah. You were the assistant strength coach there. And while you were there, the basketball team was national runner-up.
Yep, that was the second time, not the Gordon Hayward last-second shot that you see every March Madness.
Yeah.
It was the next year where they got crushed by Kemba Walker in Connecticut.
But still national runner-up.
Oh, yeah.
And then you also worked at the University of Indianapolis, assistant strength coach.
Correct. When we were there, they are still a top 10 of all athletics in D2.
Okay. And then Lincoln Memorial, another D2 school. And there 2 years in a row, they went to the Final Four. Yep. And there you were the head strength coach.
Yes, started that program up from scratch. They didn't have a strength coach before, so that was
that was quite the challenge, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then was fortunate enough to work, with Coach Schertz, who's now at SLU. He was the one at Indiana State.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's awesome, man. And then after Lincoln Memorial, then you came back to Wisconsin and you started up your own gym. We just called it a gym.
Oh, there's plenty of years in between there.
Oh, okay.
I was in sales back in Indiana, and then I was like, you know what? I miss being a strength coach.
Oh, so you got out of the game?
Yeah, I got my MBA, $175 from Lincoln Memorial.
Oh, nice. What did you get your MBA in? Business or strength stuff?
No business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a general MBA.
Oh, cool. Well, I don't have an MBA. You got me beat there.
But yeah, they offered it. It was, I think my semester when I started, it was the last time they let people, more or less they paid for it. Like I said, $175, so they pretty much paid for it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Is that a 2-year deal?
Yep.
And then that was
a full-time job was quite fun.
I imagine the love life was non-existent.
Oh, that's when I was dating Mackenzie, crazy one.
Oh, I don't remember that. You had a crazy girlfriend?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I thought I brought her to when we were all by Leaderman's.
There's a lot of stuff I don't remember. My wife yelled at me this day because I didn't remember last year we went to school for Thanksgiving and my kid had like a Thanksgiving thing. I had no idea. I forgot all about it. So don't be offended.
Oh yeah, no, definitely get it.
You had a crazy. Did she like steal your car? Key it?
No.
Was she crazy in a good way?
No comment on that.
All right. Now we're getting somewhere. You're using all your muscles. All right. All right. So now, anyway, you did all that. Now you're back in Wisconsin, Menominee Falls. You started your own gym, Wisconsin Sports Performance. So here's the deal. So I wanted you on my podcast to give you some free promotion here. Well, not free. We'll talk about that later. But give you some promotion, but then also get some free advice.
Oh, for sure.
Myself. So I got some questions for you, and now forgive me because I didn't. I mean, when I think of a strength coach, I think of a guy who's just overall healthy too, right? Like
Yeah.
in good shape, healthy, yada yada yada. So hopefully, maybe some of these questions, if some of these questions are a little bit more like, that's not really my thing, let me know. But first question first, and I don't know, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on this. I am trying to specifically lose weight,
Yep.
just the fat.
Yep.
So I think in my mind, like, I gotta hit the treadmill, gotta hit the bike. You got it cardio, right? But everything I watch on YouTube, they're like, no, you got to weight lift.
Yes.
So why do people think it's cardio? Is that just like an old school myth or something like that? Or am I the only person that thinks that?
It's more the easier way out.
Okay.
With it, you got to be doing something. So cardio's got to be. It's ultimately you have to do the 3-tier approach. So
Okay. What's this all about?
So a 3-tier approach. You got your nutrition,
Okay.
which it seems like you got that, and we can go more into depth in that a little bit.
Well, I actually don't have it.
Okay.
I just am starving myself.
All right. So you got to work on that.
Oh, okay.
So nutrition first,
All right. Nutrition. How do you spell that? Okay. Nutrition. Got it.
then cardio, and then strength.
Oh, so cardio.
Cardio is part of it.
So it's not one it's not one it's not one or the other.
No.
You have to do both.
Nutrition is the biggest part, though.
Okay. So nutrition, cardio,
And strength.
and strength. So like when you do a guy like me, right? I got these 3 little rugrats running around upstairs. I got a wife barking at me all the time.
Yep.
I do work long hours like in the summer. So summer for me is like working out is not even a thing, which I want to change that. It's just difficult. But let's say I have 30 minutes.
Yep. That's all you need.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Every day?
No. If
Even
you go
better.
if you go 2-3 times a week, like I legitimately lift in right now half hour 30 minutes 3 times a week right now.
No, and you own a gym?
Yeah.
Wow. 30 minutes 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
3 per week, 3 days. So okay. So let's say you got 30 minutes. 10 minutes cardio, 20 minutes weight training.
No, cardio separate. This is just weights.
Oh, okay. So gotcha. So 30 minutes
3 times a week
3 times a week.
of weights.
And then you're running
At
maybe
least 2 to 3 times. You're trying to get 2 to 3 times of cardio then.
Oh, so you are working out 5 days a week.
Pretty much.
So I can't. Okay. Okay. So then you do 30 minutes, let's say, of cardio.
Yep. I like sprints and sleds.
No, what the hell's a sled?
Ooh, a prowler.
What?
So
A prowler?
yeah, it's so the original one. It's a sled, so it looks like a triangle. So you got skis on it, 2 big handles, and you push it. There used to be a sticker on the prowler that says this could give you the prowler flu,
Okay.
and like might lead to death.
Jesus.
Oh, it's awesome. So prowler flu, once you push it, I've seen a bunch of times. You can go on it every 30 seconds, pushing it 20 yards is a good circuit for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So do that every 30 seconds, boom. So you got 20 pushes in.
Yeah.
If it's your first time doing it,
You like throw up or something?
not right away. You got about 5 minutes. And right around that 5-minute mark is when people potentially could throw up. And I have seen it.
Wisconsin Sports Performance.
No, I hate when people puke. Do not like when people puke. We do everything we can not to do that.
Okay. But I mean, like a guy like me, I mean, I got the tread. I mean, is it okay just to do a treadmill stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You need so treadmill training.
Or like, and then also I heard like people, and maybe it just is something I liked seeing because it was easier, but people are like legitimately like, no, all you gotta do is walk. Would you say that?
It's to a point. Like, it helps. Like, one of our clients, before he joined us, he lost 20 pounds by just walking his dogs more. Like, he was hitting up 3 to 5 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So, walking, it can help out because you're at least getting more steps in. If you're going from 4,000 steps a day to 8,000 steps a day, doubled it, all right, that's definitely going to help you out.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, for me, I'll get 20,000 steps a day in
Sure.
just from the job.
Yeah.
So, throwing extra walking in, not going to do too much.
You want to get a sweat going.
You try to.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to walk. Like ultimately, if you're gonna walk, you want to walk almost fast enough that you can't have a conversation.
Okay. Well, and the reason I asked that question is 'cause I'm out of shape, so it's like I'm not gonna be able to just run for 30 minutes.
Your treadmill. Oh man, there's a great workout, and some of them are every minute, so it makes it fun because treadmill training sucks.
It does suck.
It's freaking boring.
Yeah, I hate it.
So there's different things you can do. The one who XL athlete was Cal Dietz had a website. I don't know if it's still there, but I saved the sheet and I can send it and share it to you.
You mind if I make it
yes.
available for people?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
It's just a quick PDF. You put it on your phone, and it changes every either 30 seconds.
Okay.
So some of them are 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So it's more of a sprint workout.
Okay.
And there's different levels to it too. So it's not like, those are tough, but then sometimes it's every minute. So it starts off at like 3.5 with a 3% incline.
Okay.
Then you start working it up to 6 to 8 miles an hour with a 5 or 6 incline.
Okay.
So you're just sitting there constantly you're just legit look at the clock and you're like, all right, I got to make it to the next thing. So you're just focusing on the next minute.
Okay.
And it makes it go by so much faster.
Well, yeah, you gotta send that over seriously because we're going on the treadmill. I mean, it's
boring.
terrible. And then the Peloton's cooler because you watch this trainer and she's got it's nice watching
Which one
her.
is it, Kendall?
She's one of my favorites. But that makes it better. But still, it's just like I don't know. But no. So that answers that. So there's the pyramid of 3.
Yep.
So nutrition, cardio, strength, and then I know you're not a nutritionist, but obviously you just want to eat good, like protein.
So I just this last summer went to visit one of our buddies out in Oregon. So on the way out there was listening to a book called The 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss.
Yeah, I heard of that guy. I read his 4-hour work week.
Okay.
Then I just got depressed because I was like, I'll never be able to do that.
Or was it? Or maybe it's not. Was it? I thought it was Ferriss that had the 4-Hour Body.
He's got a bunch of 4-hour deals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he broke it down into when it comes to nutrition, if he had, 7 rules? So no dairy, no processed. The biggest is no processed foods. Then it was no fruit. And the reason was because the sucrose in the fruit can turn to fat.
Sugar.
Yep.
I'm a big anti-fruit guy on here. My
And
listeners know that.
and then so ultimately you're really eating meat, vegetables, beans, a big
Bean
in
guy?
beans.
The beans, the magical fruit.
Yep. I did not fart as much as you think, though. Honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had chili today with beans, so I so just so you know.
But yeah, in 6 weeks I was down 10 pounds with that, and a lot of it is the fat.
Well, that's kind of sounds just like a keto diet.
Similar, but you get one cheat day.
Oh,
Just go
okay.
ham on one day.
Oh, sweet. I like that.
One day though.
Okay. Per week, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Cool. All right. No, that's awesome. So you got the pyramid. So folks listening at home, it is not one or the other. It is both together.
Yes.
Next question. So in my state of mind, like I would love to be jacked and ripped, but I really do got to focus on losing weight, right? Because I'm in a contest.
Yeah.
One thing I always heard, and that I would always tell bullies when I was a kid, is that muscle weighs more than fat.
It does.
But so if you weight lift, my fear is that if I weight lift, like I'm gonna just gain weight.
No.
Why not?
Because at first, you're gonna trim down first. Like right now, you're probably not eating enough calories. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna tone up.
Okay.
So I hate using that word, but when you start putting muscle on, muscle's gonna burn more calories per hour, just at rest.
Okay.
So now you're burning more calories
Okay.
just at rest. And as long as you're feeding the muscle, it's burning more fat. So then the fat's dripping off, and you have the muscle left. There's gonna be a point where it'll start to tailor and go back up.
Okay.
But I mean,
that's probably gonna be way down the road, kind of.
yeah, because
Okay.
like one of our clients, Steve, he was at he started at 260. We got him down to 200, And right at that 200 mark is where it's like, okay, now he starts to put muscle on, then he's going to go back up. So it's not like immediate, oh, hey, I'm just going to, bulk up right away. It takes a while to get there.
But even still, like, yes, I would love to get down to 200. But like, let's say I'm 200 and I start gaining weight, but it's muscle. The shirt's still going to fit nice. The pants are going to fit nice.
Yeah.
You're going to look like a rock star.
Yeah.
It's not like I mean, that is.
Be a DILF.
Yeah, that is my goal. That is my goal. I am a faithful person, but I still want people to turn their heads a little bit. Like, oh, look at that guy.
What's the term for boys? You have yummy mummies or muscle mommies, the new one.
What's the term for boys?
Yeah.
Yummy mummies? That whole sentence sounded terrible.
Sorry, that was a Peel one. Peel, one of my strength coaches, he always called, the good-looking moms coming in yummy mummies. No, there's a new term out there called muscle mommies.
Okay.
So we got to figure out a term for.
Well, okay. Here's another thing too. And so long story short, I don't have to worry about gaining weight at my thing here.
No, bench away.
Speaking of muscle mommies, is there, like, do you eventually just get to an age where, like, you're just not gonna get in shape anymore? Like, is that possible? Like, another question I had here was, like, I'm 36, gonna be 40 soon. So, I go on my...
Turned on the barrel.
Well, it seems like my computer knows that. So, like, when I get ads, like when I'm watching videos and stuff, it'll get ads like, boost your testosterone, yada, yada, yada. Like, is there just, like, working out, does that help?
Oh, yeah. So there is a direct correlation to grip strength.
What is grip strength?
So grip strength is like grabbing, like carrying a farmer walk, so carrying dumbbells around, or just if, females opening jars, even guys opening jars, opening cans.
Yeah.
So there's a direct correlation once you get over 40 of the stronger your grip strength is, that you're going to live a longer life.
Oh.
So we have, what we just did actually this last month was farmer walk. So farmer walk, you grab 2 dumbbells and walk. It was for a minute straight. You want to take half your body weight hanging on to it. So if you take your body weight divided by 4, put that in each hand, and then walk for a minute.
Okay.
And you need to be able to do, what was it now? You need to be able to do that weight for a minute straight and just doing it.
Okay.
And if you can just do that at 40, and it was more tailored towards females, but that was the benchmark of where you wanted to be at.
Okay.
So, like, we have one of our clients is 68 and was doing it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So, like, when you're kind of talking about, like, oh, is it a time? No, you want to keep strength training because it helps out reverse osteoporosis.
Okay.
Because of when you're putting extra stress on your bones, they have to be stronger.
Yeah.
So if you quit doing that later in life, that's where you have more brittle bones and different stuff like that.
I have, like, when I drive down the road, I got the thing that you squeeze, would that work? What I'm talking about, the thing that you squeeze?
Sure.
So, like, when I'm driving down the road, I'll have one hand on the wheel and I'll just squeeze it and then I'll switch.
And people don't look at you funny?
Well, I don't have it up in the windshield. I have it kind of down below or whatever. I'm just squeezing.
I mean, it can help a little bit. A stress ball is ultimately what you're squeezing.
Well, I'm also hoping that it helps with my arm wrestling. In case I get an arm wrestling match, I can... I don't know. So, long story short, it's never too late to get in shape.
No.
I just because I know, like, when you get older, you might not see the results.
You're not going to see it as fast because your testosterone levels start to drop. And, like, I don't know how many female listeners are out there.
Actually, I looked at my Facebook group. I have more female listeners than male listeners.
So
I should have did this in high school.
So
I would have gotten so much.
You're doing pretty well for yourself. So when it comes to females, a biggest thing is they're like, oh, I don't get too bulky.
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
bulk up.
right.
So there's not enough testosterone in a female's body to get bulky. So they're really just going to slim down. And ultimately, one of the best analogies I've ever heard is a female is almost like when you take hamburger meat, ball it up, throw it on the grill. Does it get bigger or get smaller?
It gets smaller.
Why? What's dripping off it?
The fat.
And what's left?
The meat.
AKA?
Muscle?
Yep.
Oh.
So that's one of the best analogies when it comes to females in lifting is you really don't have to worry about bulking up because you have to eat enough protein and other stuff, take supplements to get there. So ultimately, you're just going to let the fat drip away and just leave the muscle.
But going back to the testosterone thing, when you get older, you're just going to, working out, you can't naturally get more testosterone if you're a guy. You would have to take like a medication or something.
Not necessarily. Your diet can improve that. Diet, there's other supplements like, I mean, if you're talking supplements, creatine is a great one.
Okay.
I even put my grandpa on that thing. That's awesome.
So creatine.
Oh, take it.
Now, is that something that, like, let's say you don't work out,
Yeah.
still take it?
Yeah.
Is there sugar in that?
No, it helps actually. One of the biggest things it does is help level out your blood glucose levels.
Okay.
So, like, if you're diabetic,
Yeah.
you don't want to see the big spikes.
Mm-hmm.
So what that does is help keep it more level, so you are keeping away from the big swings. And it's
Okay.
crazy because I put it on my grandpa when he was in his 80s.
Okay.
Put it on it, and after I had him do like a little house workout, and he was on the phone. He's like, I can tell the days I take the creatine and when I don't. I'm like, it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't affect you that much. But he went in the next time, and all his blood work looked really, really good.
No
And the
shit.
doctor was like, you know, what'd you do? And he's like, my grandson put me on creatine, and we're from Manitowoc, and they're like, oh well, that's for bodybuilders. This that. It's like, no, it is more. They have more tests on creatine than they do protein,
Really?
and it's so like, oh, where it's bad for your liver or whatever it was back in the day, that's all gone. It helps your memory. It helps hold muscle mass. There's so much that goes on.
Well, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll.
your
Does it
body
help with
makes it.
Does it help with your energy? Because
I mean, if
another
you're
question I was
lifting,
going to ask, that we could talk more in depth was energetic. I feel like I have no energy.
oh yeah, you gotta start working out then.
Okay. So,
But in your
okay.
diet, like, yeah,
Okay.
diet. I don't know. I've been a strength coach for so long, so I'm always hyped up on caffeine.
Well, and that's one thing I'm trying to get off of is caffeine. I feel like because my body, because I have cut back quite a bit on caffeine.
Are you a coffee drinker or is it?
Coffee drinker.
Okay.
And I used to drink a lot of coffee, like a lot,
Okay.
like pot. I used to drink like 2 pots. I used to.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I drank a lot of coffee, and then I cut back, and now I drink like maybe like 2-3 cups or something, and actually I'm doing like half calf kind of stuff. But I feel like, god damn, maybe it's just withdrawals or something. But I do feel like in the last 3-4 weeks, like I'm just so dragging. And I don't know, maybe that's
Well, it's from what you're telling me before with your nutrition of how you're cutting so many calories. Like, that's the thing is your body is a furnace. And so calories is the fuel, is ultimately the logs in it. If you're not eating enough calories, your energy levels are going to drop. So that's why you want to keep more in the proteins. The protein's going to help keep your body satiated or more or less feeling full. And then you have the veggies where are your good carbs. And then that's why you want to stay away from those, the sugary carbs or even just the enriched, any of the breads, rice, all that stuff. Unless you're an athlete, you can start to cut that out and watch your body fat drop.
Yeah, I'm trying to cut bread for sure. I have found it's called Ezekiel bread.
Yes.
That's supposed
Sprouted
to be,
bread
yeah,
from
sprouted bread.
It's in the freezer section. Good luck trying to find it, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon raisins my favorite.
I don't get that because there's sugar in that. There's a little bit of sugar in that.
No.
Probably from the raisins, probably. But I talk. You know what? I literally just had like 6 handfuls of pretzels, like yogurt flavored covered pretzels. So I'm talking like sugar, bleh. But I'm addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to sugar. I'm addicted to Diet Coke. Addicted to Diet Coke. I just can't kick it. I've been trying to kick it, and I just can't kick it.
Just saw that study. If you drink 1 soda a day, your likelihood of getting diabetes goes up.
Even
Just
if it's
one,
diet?
doesn't matter.
No
Just 1
shit.
soda. If you drink 3, it goes up 1,000%.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So-
Listeners,
If you can cut soda out, do everything you can to cut that
What
out.
What kind of cocktails do you drink? You drink cocktails?
Like what I do, not often.
Well, what do you drink when you do though?
Whiskey, Coke.
I can't cut it out.
But that's, yeah, I mean, I only have like one every couple weeks.
Oh, gotcha. What about beer?
I don't really drink beer anymore.
But is beer really that bad for you?
Yeah, because it's just liquid calories. There's nothing to it.
Yeah, but there's no like sugar or nothing
Yeah,
in
it
it.
is. There's sucrose. There's a bunch of junk in this.
There is?
Yeah.
Fucking A, 3.2 carbohydrates.
Yeah, it's made with crap. Like, that's why it's going to be interesting to see. I don't know how this thing goes, but with RFK Jr. coming in and being able to clean up,
Yeah.
like make America healthy again, is
Yeah.
one of the coolest things.
No, I'm excited because I don't
And-
even. He's just gonna do it for me.
Yeah, like how there's so many ingredients that Kellogg's and everybody else that when they leave America, send it to Canada, send it overseas. They don't have the crappy ingredients in it. I mean, you have kids,
Yeah.
so you gotta stay away from the dyes. Yellow dye is gonna make your kids. I'm pretty sure yellow makes them hyper.
Oh,
Blue makes them like drowsy. And
Oh,
then
okay.
Red. So you have to stay away from the dyes.
Well, blue's okay. Drowsy. That's all right.
Yeah. But even in the morning, so going back to insulin and like sugar, one thing everybody's been pushing is like oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
You take oatmeal, it's going to spike your sugar levels up, and you're not going to feel as full. So that's why you need protein in the morning, especially.
Like I've been eating a lot of eggs.
Oh yeah, eggs are great for you.
yeah.
The cholesterol, that cholesterol is not bad at all.
But see, I'm
Your
pissed
brain's
off.
made of cholesterol.
I'm pissed off because I was eating a lot of Cheerios, multi-grain Cheerios, and I was excited. Like, oh, this is good.
This is healthy for me.
It has every in it, and I was looking at all the like they put every nutrition in, like B's, C's, D's,
All in the crappiest form.
but it was all in there, and I'm like, oh, excited about it. I did a little more research on it. And it's like, no, stay away.
Yep.
And it's like, god damn it. But yes, but my kids upstairs. I mean, that's what we. I mean, yeah, I can't believe my kid. You know, any kid is even. I can't believe we're even all alive. To be like, the more I learn about the shit that's in our food and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah, it's changed.
I don't know.
It's changed. Like since we grew up, though, it's a lot different.
But RFK man, he seems like a cool dude.
Oh, I'm excited. Like
Yeah.
the clean house on this.
Yeah, me too. So I can eat. Don't have to worry. Don't have to do so much research. Just eat it. Back to the questions here. Okay, question here. All right, I personally do not necessarily want to look like a Hulk Hogan kind of guy. Like I want to be like a lean muscle. You know what I mean? Like lean muscle. Is there like I always heard like less weight, more reps.
So that builds hypertrophy.
Okay.
So hypertrophy is you're more or less tearing the muscle up more and trying to make it look bigger.
If you do,
Less weight, more reps. So
Oh,
like that's more bodybuilding style.
well, son of a bitch, I've been doing it backwards.
Yeah, well, if you're just trying to build muscle right now to drop the fat, that's not a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay.
I mean, you still want to throw some of the max strength in there.
So okay,
You're
so
gonna try catching me.
what do you? Yeah, what?
I just
Why don't you brag a little bit? What are you lifting these days?
just hit max. Max week was what, last week? We hit 435 on the back squat and then 305 on the bench.
305 pounds on a bench.
Yeah, I missed 315. I didn't have a spot, so that was a little scary.
Jeez,
You just dumped the weight. It's weird.
man, 305 pounds. It's crazy. Do you like? I have a bet with my brother that by August, this is another year-long bet, that I can do bench 200 pounds. I never really bench more than one. I never even tried to bench more than 135. Because
It's a plate.
yeah, it's one on each side, right?
Yeah.
45 pounds
Yeah.
for our listeners at home that don't know the lingo.
Good job of doing that, because I always forget. I just
Oh, it's a plate. Yeah, bro. Okay. What the fuck does that mean?
I legit spoke at a conference, and my mom goes, "Yeah, you needed to like elaborate a little bit more. We didn't all know what you're talking about."
So a plate is 145-pound weight on both sides because the bar is 45 pounds. So that's 135 pounds. So I never even tried to do more than that. Like I just never tried. So I don't honestly know like what I could and couldn't do.
We have to find out tonight after this.
I don't have enough weights. I had to have a weight bench. I
You're 95 pounds.
I thought I had 45-pound weights, And then I looked and I was like, God damn it, they're only 35 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
little 115.
Yeah. So I got to get some more weights, but I want to.
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, yeah. Or I was going to go to like Play It Against Sports or
No,
something.
Facebook Marketplace all day.
Okay.
Hammer that thing.
But I also have OCD, so I want my weights to look the same. You know, I don't want like different colors and
With your bench, you can go to Facebook Marketplace.
I take it kind of hurt a little bit with your bitch.
You got the 1 inch thicker one.
All right. So I will do that. Get some more weights because I want to get to 200. I also want to be able. I remember back in high school I did 13 pull-ups, and I can't do one pull-up now. So my goal is to do like 15 of them or whatever by August.
Okay.
Here's one though. I don't think I'll be able to do this. I just don't think it's gonna be possible because I think there's might be some genetics involved with this. But I want to be able to jump and touch the rim of a basketball hoop. And I never was able to. I never had good ups.
Jumping's a lot different. So because that's strength and power. So I mean, you got to be doing some power cleans in there. Like your weights have to be like built around that. You have to get some sprints in. That means you're not just
okay. So
you're not just lollygagging around on the treadmill for that. You're not just repping out lower. You actually have to get strong and work on jumping, work on different stuff.
Okay, so if when it comes to jumping, that's like something where it's like, okay, you are dedicated to exercises that are focused on that.
Which now with the because it sounds like some of your listeners are just the average.
They're ordinary.
Ordinary.
They're average.
Yeah. So
and they're people. They're not guys. They're as the Facebook stats would tell you. There's a lot of women.
Let's go. So as you get older, one of the first things that's going to go is power.
Okay.
So power would be we got winter coming up.
Yeah.
So if you slip on ice, power would be you to react fast enough, stick your foot in the ground, and make sure you don't fall.
Okay.
So like as you get older, that's one of the first things that goes.
That's why they always fall.
Yeah.
Help, I can't get up.
Yeah.
That's type.
And that's for grip strength. Another reason why you need to have big grip strength because you're going to grab something before you fall.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so power, like, I mean, I have, again, our 68-year-old is doing box jumps.
Okay.
Not very high, but she's doing box jumps. And I do have majority of our clients, if they can. So you want to make sure you can squat at least your body weight, if not a little bit more, before you're doing a lot of the jumps.
Okay.
Just wear, tear knees and stuff like that. But yes, power. There's different ways too, like kettlebell swings, another way to develop power. Med ball slams.
Okay. Cool. Here's one thing. So I guess we didn't really answer the. No, it was a good conversation, but I guess how if a guy wants to get bulky and like walk around like a dickhead. How do you do that? Like, what do you have to do
to be a gym bro?
Yeah,
you gotta live in the weight room. You're there. I mean, that's not my specialty, not my forte. Because I would actually look at it different than what they actually do. So they'll do gym bro splits. They'll do their back and bis, chest and tries, and legs.
Okay.
So chest day, you're gonna do bench press, incline bench, chest flies. Chest flies 2 or 3 different ways, and then chest and tries. So dumbbell pullovers. You're just gonna completely fry up those muscles as much as you can, and then that's where you're gonna go to back and bis. So then you have a different day where you're frying up different muscles.
So that's like when people say like leg day.
Yep.
Okay.
Where I'm total body all day.
You're just so when I do my 30 minutes, 3 days, it's just straight up. Okay, I'm doing the whole deal.
Yep.
There ain't no leg day. There ain't no upper body. It's just do it all. Okay, gotcha. So long story short, you if you're working out, so from our listeners that are listening, the tens and tens of you, you're not just gonna like I said, I've heard ordinary average people be like, well, I don't want to bulk up, and like you just said before, like girls are afraid. You're just not gonna accidentally bulk up.
No, it takes so much more into it.
Yeah,
and then like as you're setting up, so you want to start setting up your half hour. You ultimately, when it comes to programming, I break the body down into 7 things.
Okay.
Vertical overhead. So you have overhead push or pull. So it'd be a dumbbell overhead press, a barbell overhead press, anything overhead press, and then a pull, ultimately pull-ups or lat pull are your 2 options for vertical. Horizontal then, bench press, dumbbell bench, chest fly. Back would be rows and like back flies. Then you start going legs, bilateral or both legs, squats, deadlifts. Unilateral would be your lunges, step ups, Bulgarian split squats, and then finish with hamstrings.
Okay.
And when you're doing it, everybody's like, oh, hey, I want my chest to be bigger.
Yeah.
Well, show muscles, the ones that look good in the mirror, if you keep building those bigger, it's going to hurt your overall performance because your posture and if you want to be a better athlete and just, healthier overall, you actually need 2 times as much back work as you do front.
No kidding.
Yes.
Well, like I have a lot of lower back pain.
Hip flexors, usually.
Oh.
It's because you sit, so your glutes aren't firing.
Yeah.
You
Hip
get your butt
flexors.
firing.
I work on my hip. I do some hip flexing.
Glute bridges,
Some
weighted glute
some
bridges.
nights. You know what I'm saying?
They're not weighted.
I think it's kinky. So sometimes they're a little weighted. So one other question I have here, and then I'll let you say maybe if we miss something, but you think it's important, you can say it. But one thing that I know, like when I try to get in working out, like obviously I come up with excuses all the time.
Hey, the mind is the biggest thing.
Yeah. So like one excuse I have, so you saw my little workout area on the other side of the Bucks Hootie studio here.
It's got squishy floor.
Yeah, cowl mats. That was the most work I did in that whole room, is putting those damn things in there.
What are they?
They're cowl mats. I got them
Oh.
at the hardware store, and they're
You have something on top of it at least.
well, it's the cowl. What do you mean?
There's like some on top of it that's squishy and looks better because cow mats, those are laced with formaldehyde. So you want to make sure.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I
Don't worry about that.
don't have
You're good.
I don't have nothing on top of the cowl mats.
There was something on there.
Tape
I don't
connecting
know.
the seams.
Something looks squishy.
Formaldehyde.
Yeah.
I
It
should-
only affect you if you have asthma. You're good.
Well, we don't have asthma in this house, I guess. So, Jesus.
It's usually it's a lot of gyms use them. They are cheap. So it's not. It's only ultimately for insurance purposes if you run your own gym.
okay.
But has there been many bad causes from it? It's hard to tell just because enough gyms like CrossFit gyms use them all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just It's a
Well,
cheap alternative.
That's what my wife. She must have saw something on Pinterest or something, and she's like, "Go and buy some cowl mats." And I'm like, "God damn it!" So I had to go buy these cowl mats, and they were a bitch. They were
yeah.
heavy.
Heck no! I went to Menards and got my 10 millimeter for $82 a roll.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, they're awesome.
But mine. Okay, so mine were like it was hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, they're 300 some bucks a pop.
Yeah, and I'm not. It's just I didn't like it.
No,
it
flooring's
stinks.
always gonna be one of your biggest
It always
expenses.
smells in there. And we don't use the fucking room, so it's like that's a waste of money. But
But here's the thing: so you need to start using it because your kids are gonna see you use it and then
Oh.
want to install a
yeah,
healthy.
dude. No, you're absolutely right. That's so funny you say that because that is like my thing now, where it's like I gotta work out because every time my wife and I go down there and work out, the kids always come down.
Exactly, and you're setting up
A
healthy.
good example.
Yes.
Yeah, good example. Exactly. I'm setting up bad examples now because the other day I had a Diet Coke and my wife took a drink of it and Mason goes, "Dad, Mom just took a drink of your beer."
Jeez.
And I'm like, okay, first of all, thanks for telling me. And second of all, it's not a beer. Just because it's in a can doesn't mean it's a beer.
I have to teach this guy. Give him some Mentos and start throwing those things in there.
No, man. That's all right. So the last thing I got here is okay. What I was getting at was it's not like I have a lot of stuff over there, right? We spent all our money on cowl mats. So muscle memory. So like I was like, I benched like every day I was doing the same thing, or every couple days I was doing the same thing or
yeah.
whatever. And then everyone was all like, "Oh, you can't do that.
You
You
gotta switch
can't
it
do that. You gotta switch it up." But how can you switch it up if you just
Tempos.
don't have the stuff?
Oh, you just gotta think outside the box. Oh, my number one go to is bands. Bands are dirt cheap on Amazon,
Okay.
and we use them in the weight room for everything. Like we don't have machines in our weight room.
Oh,
Nope,
really?
nope.
Okay.
We use bands. So a lot of it's just got to think outside the box when it comes to, getting creative. I mean,
Okay.
that's the thing. Like in my mind right now, I could go back there and give me a plate and I'm going to give you a whole, here's 5 circuits with a plate. It's just because I've been around it. I know what to
it's
do.
it's your deal. Yeah.
Yeah, like even you have a smooth floor in here.
Yeah.
You got
right.
a towel. You can throw a towel on the floor, and you could do hamstring curls, slider push-ups. You can do like seesaws. There's so much different things you could do.
Oh.
So you just have to think outside the box. Like one of the best things, floor sliders, like moving sliders. Oh yeah, those things are money. We use those at the weight room.
They're called floor sliders.
Or yeah, there's like moving sliders.
Are those? You think?
They're like $9 at Menards.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. And you only need 2 of them, or
Yeah,
whatever.
one for each foot or hand.
Okay. Floor sliders. I'll have to look into that. So that is so legit. Like, don't just do the same old stuff every day. But,
If you are, if that's where your limit is when it comes to knowledge wise, either try picking somebody else's brain so you can add a little bit more to it, or a big thing would be tempos. So tempos would be breaking it down into, one of my go-tos is 5 seconds down. So you're going to go on a squat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then shoot up fast.
Okay.
That way you're going to, build up your muscle. You're going to break it down because it's burning more in the eccentric, but that tempo is going to allow you to get stronger. So like on your pull-ups, you want to be doing a lot of eccentrics.
Okay.
So the next one then would be isometrics, where isometrics, you're just stuck. So a wall sit is ultimately isometric movement. When it comes to weights, you could squat down, hit the bottom, or a bench. You're going to leave the bar just off the bottom of your chest, not rested on it, just off of it. Hold it, squeeze it tight for 5 seconds, and then punch it up fast.
Oh, so like one day I could just do normal bench press.
Yep.
The next day I could do like what
So
you just
eccentric.
said.
Yep. Oh, you got
Just-
close grip bench. You got there's always different.
So
stuff,
just
too.
just doing it. Okay.
Yeah, switching
okay.
tempos is the easiest way to switch up your workout.
Well, my sister is kind of into this, or she was into this too, and she actually did write me up like a program one time, and
Didn't follow it.
no, no, but like, I don't know. Then I kind of told myself because I didn't know what to do, and I was like, well, maybe something's better than nothing.
Yes.
Like just
Oh, hands down that. Yes.
If
As long as you're doing something,
okay.
I mean, you can just romp it down your stairs.
You know what I was doing was doing. You were telling me before how you take
Farmer walks.
the what?
Farmer walks.
The farmer walk, but I was doing it up my stairs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's gonna help my jumping. I thought maybe,
A little bit.
but I'm not gonna win the jumping thing. I already threw
You'll be
it.
able to bench 200 though.
Yeah, I want to be able to bench 200. I want to be legitimately. I am naturally, I'm naturally strong.
Sure.
No, I seriously am. Like I'm naturally very strong and muscular.
You got the dad strength.
Yeah, yeah.
There's mom and dad strength.
Yeah, I do. Like my old man too. He's the same. He's just
Oh, yeah.
he's strong.
Yes.
But I don't do anything to make it better. So you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm afraid of. Is like
Being too strong.
no, I'm not. No, I could be a lot stronger. Is what I'm saying. But because I already like I just I don't want this to come off the wrong way. But like I just like like I weigh a certain amount. And I tell people how much I weigh, and they're like, "No way, you weigh that much? Seriously?" Because I don't look it really. I just
Yeah.
but I have fucking feel that arm, feel it.
That's actually pretty solid. I'll give it to you.
Thanks, dude. I'm a solid guy.
Yeah.
But I should do something to like make it,
Leaner.
yeah, leaner. Exactly. Thanks for the comment on the arm. All right, so that's all I have for questions. Do you have and usually these podcasts only go up about an hour long, so, but not that it can go as long as it wants. Do you have anything that maybe our listeners should know about that I did not? One last question.
Shoot.
So, like my old man, for example, had ankle surgery.
Yep.
And he has like 17 back surgeries. He's he's just not mobile that great.
Yep.
What do you do, like, if you have a person like that comes into your gym and they're like, Coach Lins, dude?
Oh, I love working with injuries. Like I have the one guy this morning comes in and his glutes all messed up. So his butt is a racquetball player.
Okay.
He played in a tournament last weekend. Shoulders messed up, butt is messed up, and we had him do I call them barbell twists. So put a barbell on his back and was twisting side to side.
Okay.
One going like actual down his side, so like side bends, and he's like, my leg is twitching. And I'm like, okay. So I have to like break down in my head now what's causing it, because obviously the root of the cause isn't where it's tight. Where is it going to? And that's where I love just breaking down the body and try to figure out. Recovery is one of my favorite things.
Oh, cool.
So
is it a challenge or something?
oh yeah. So I'm breaking it down. I really think it's his mid back, like they're called rector spinae, the muscles right next to your spine, and I think that's where it's actually stemming from.
Okay.
But yeah, no. When it comes to injuries, oh man, I love that stuff. So low back. Most people here have low back injuries.
Yeah, because of the beer belly kind of probably.
It's because we sit.
Oh, okay.
When you sit, you're not turning them on.
I sit a lot. I mean, I drive a lot. I sit a lot. I'm always sitting a lot.
So glutes. That is, and even when it comes to like knee pain, if you can get your glutes and hamstrings to fire, it's going to take away a lot of your back pain. So a simple thing would be a glute bridge. Lay on your back, bring your heels towards your back, pop your hips up in the air, an air hump, more or less.
Okay.
You can either do reps of them or just hold it. And actually, if you would hold it, it might be better because you're going to sooner or later get your glutes to actually fire and take it away from your back. Like if you do that and it hurts your back, you have to keep doing it until you get your glutes to actually fire.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
So it's a super simple one.
So and it's never too late either.
No.
Yeah, it's never too late.
No.
Cool. Is there anything else that maybe you wish I would have asked you, or do you think that might be important to say?
Let's see. I mean, a lot of it is the mental side. Sticking through to it. So being consistent, no matter what. There's going to be days where it's like, oh, this sucks. I don't want to do it. Get up. For you can get up early, knock it out then. Like everything's an excuse. Try to find a way to really push through, and then have somebody that's accountable. So like either a spouse or a friend, somebody that's going to be like, you know what? Hey, did you get your workout in today?
Yeah. Well, I did that to my wife one time, and she yelled at me. She's like, "Why do you want me to work out so bad?" And I'm like, "Jesus Christ, I'm trying to be accountable."
Yeah, I guess spouses aren't always the best on that. I don't know. Like I said, I walked into your house and I'm like, oh, so this is what it's like having a wife and kids in a house.
Yeah, dude. What, do you live in an apartment or what?
No, I don't share a house with a guy.
Oh, you share a house with a guy? Are you, is there something you're not telling me?
No.
I haven't seen you in a long
it's been
time.
A while.
A long time. So it's nice. It's nice catching up. Pretty cool that you're on the podcast.
But yeah, no, a lot of it is, I mean, nutrition is the biggest part, and it's always the hardest part because food is, I'm a stress eater.
Me too. Yeah.
So,
me too.
and that's
Definitely.
the thing is like, oh man, I had a rough day today. What am I going to do? Go to Piggly Wiggly and get cookies, or not go home and stay true to it? And a lot of it is, majority of us keep it out of the house. Highly recommend if you keep it out of the house, obviously you're not going to eat it then.
Yeah.
And you're going to be less likely to be like, you know what? Hey, that was late night cravings. Oh man, you're not going to get up and drive to the store to get it.
You're absolutely right. And if you do, then it's a whole nother thing.
But you have to, I mean, there's steps in there that you legit have to be like, man, in your brain, do I need to do this? Do I have to do this? So you have there's checks and balances then to help you prevent you from doing that.
You're absolutely right, because like I've been doing so good with the whole like no sugar thing, and ever since Halloween with all the candy in the house, I just
smash.
And I'm not, and I am proud of myself because I'm not smashing it, but like I do like every night because we give the kids a treat, and it's like then I take a Twix bar out. It's like where if it wasn't there, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, for sure.
But no, but that's all great stuff. I appreciate it. And how many how many employees do you have on your business, and how many members do you have?
We're at like, I don't have 2 employees. I got.
And are they employees or are they like or are they what's that called? W-4, or are they you pay them money, a salary? Or are they like contracted or something?
IRS can be listening to this thing.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
No comment.
Okay, all right. But how many members? Oh, because I was gonna say you could come on the show again and do, because this is a podcast for everything.
Oh yeah.
You could talk about starting a small business. Definitely.
Yeah, we're coming up on year 3 right now, and actually the client that did the racquetball, he was talking to a different trainer at a different gym, and that trainer tried doing it themselves and realized how hard it is to get new clients, to, do everything to keep the gym running, and just kind of, ended up shutting down and going to work underneath on our gym. So yeah, that's where very fortunate to stay in everything that I graduated in, because that just doesn't happen anymore when you go to college.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But yeah, so everything that I graduated in is what I'm working on. And yeah, I mean, is it easy? Oh, heck no. Like there's a couple times where, I mean, you find ways to make it work.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to go bankrupt or not, people just don't know it. You just keep grinding through. And, as long as for us, I mean, our big thing is to make a positive impact in people's lives. I mean, that's always been a big thing for me, in knowing that weightlifting equals self-confidence. Like, one of our homeboys, Bear, he mentioned that when he started lifting is when his confidence went up, and he's like, man, I wish I would have did that earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of my favorite parts of the gym, is helping people. I mean, we've even had adult clients come in and be like, I've never lifted before. I'm like, perfect. I got a clean slate. We can now teach you from the beginning. And that client ended up going on and getting their own gym for their house for Christmas.
Oh no. Okay. So when people come in, they don't just come in to work out like they would at like a Planet Fitness.
No.
Like they come in and like, okay,
everything's coach led.
Coach led. Okay.
Yeah. So being a college strength coach, the coach always leads it. We write the workouts on the board. So ultimately, our clients, they're paying for our knowledge.
And is there multiple people then doing this, or is it just a one-on-one thing?
We have a couple different options. We do small group training. So small group training, no more than 4 people in a group. That way, everybody has their own individual program.
Okay.
So that way they're able to, hey, this one's tailored towards my goals.
Yep.
And then we also do large group training. So large group, when it comes to adults, it's, hey, here's the workout that we're going to do this. Everything we do is 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
So we'll do stuff 3 to 4 weeks, and then we'll switch it up. And I have some fun. I have some fun with that, whether it's mobility work, range of motion stuff, or we're just getting after it and maxing out. And then same thing with the athletes. Athletes are always built off of the school year and where they're at. Like right now, everybody's in a power phase, and we had a really good weekend with the sectional meet with our swimmers.
Oh, cool, man, sweet. How many? So did you ask? Did you answer? How many clients do you have?
Clients, it's always hard to tell, because I have, like, do I include my teams that I work with, or do I? Because I mean, you include my teams, we're at like 100 some.
Wow, that's incredible.
Because I work with right now 2 high school swim teams for girls. I have a boys swim team, and then I have a club that I work with.
Sweet,
so yeah, swimming has been random. It's because I was a football player, baseball player. I come into Brookfield East. They won state championship my first year. First 3 years. Then the runner up. Well, off that team, and guys' team, they won state. So I have 5 total state championships that I've been a part of.
Nice. My cousin just won state today
with
volleyball. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then afterwards, we went to Stadium View, and that's where I had the chili and the wings.
Good place.
And a Bloody Mary.
But yeah,
couple push lights.
Been fortunate enough to work with this last. So the Olympics just happened.
Yeah.
We had 6 people that I worked with that were at the Olympic trials.
Really? So that's really cool, dude. Let's put a pin in this though, because I do want to. Are you going to be back in town in the future?
Well, Thanksgiving's coming up.
Okay, let's do another episode if you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Because I would
listeners are okay with it.
If the listeners, there's only a couple. So because I want to do let's do a episode about small business.
Okay.
Because you're only in year 3, and I would like to pick your brain on like, oh, geez, how'd you get 100 clients? How did you do that? And then maybe come up with an answer for how you pay your employees. So for the people that know like how to do that. No, that's awesome, dude. Thank you very much. So just so you know, the show is not done. We have a couple more things we have to do here. First, I want to say a shout out to my sponsor, which this week is Wisconsin Sports Performance.
Yes.
We can talk about what you need to pay me after the show.
But keep it on the cheaper side.
But if you're down in the Menominee Falls area or the Milwaukee area, I guess in general, hit up Coach Linz. You're on Instagram and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Look up Wisconsin
at WI Sports Performance, and then if you want to reach out, even if you do have questions, LINZ at Wisconsin Sports Performance.
There you go.
.com.
LINZ, Coach Linz.
At WisconsinSportsPerformance.com.
WisconsinSportsPerformance.com. Perfect. Well, awesome. Did my phone just die? God damn it. All right, so we have emails that we do next. Believe it or not, I get a couple emails. And we're going to answer them together.
Well, do we need to bump up to, you want me to do the song first, though?
No, that's at the end, the song of the week.
Unpopular opinion?
That's after the emails. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a long show. It's going to be a long episode. That's fine, though. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, we have 2 emails this week. One is from Beth. Okay.
Let's go.
No last names. Beth. It's just Beth. All right. Hey, Jay, Ken. Great podcast. Love to listen to it weekly. Thank you very much, Beth. I have what may be considered an unordinary opinion. All right, sweet. I think you should sing every song. No freaking way.
Yes.
I think you should sing every song of the week for those of us that aren't familiar with it. It's funny because Coach Linz and I were just, I was telling him about the song of the week. He's like, oh, we got to sing it? And I'm like, no, we don't sing it. But I hate to tell you, that is an unpopular opinion. And we're not going to do that. So, also, a question. Do your followers have a nickname? Oh, like Taylor Swift fans are Swifties or Beyonce fans are the Bayhive? Is that what they are? Bayhive? Am I reading that correctly? Yours in faith, Beth. You know, it's really funny because I have thought about that, having a nickname for the listeners of the show. And I maybe I have to think about this because I was just going to go with like the OAGs. Hey, how are my OAGs doing? Coach Linz is giving me a face.
Yeah.
Like I'm an idiot. I don't know. If for anyone listening at home, or if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube or whatever, leave a comment on what the nicknames could be for the listeners of the show. That would, hey, there you go.
Jay Kenners.
Jay Kenners? No, I don't like that. Jay Kenners. Leave a comment for what you think would be a good nickname. I would love it. I would love it. The OAG Nation out there. That would be great. Or email at jkenn, JKENN, OAG at outlook.com. I love that idea, and I want nicknames for you guys. All right, we have another email here from our friend Harry Testigles.
Is not supposed to use last names.
But he spelled it out.
Oh.
So I always go by if they don't put their last name in the signature.
Okay.
Is anyone going to tell these 2 idiots from last week that Rusty Wallace had 2 brothers that drove NASCAR, Kenny and Mike, not Daryl? You guys are dumber than Lou Sassole. Okay, Harry. I don't know why you're getting all bent out of shape here. That whole NASCAR thing that we talked about last week. So last week I had Josh on, and we talked about him being a first-time dad. And we kind of got into this conversation about NASCAR when we were kids. You were never a NASCAR guy, were you?
No.
Yeah.
Dick Trickle.
Yeah, we talked about Dick Trickle a little bit. But then we talked about Bubba Wallace. There's a driver.
Yeah.
And we talked about Rusty Wallace.
Okay.
And then we couldn't remember. He had a brother, and we couldn't remember, and we thought it was Daryl Wallace. Apparently it's not. Harry, you... much love, Harry Testigles. Thanks for the email, Harry. I don't appreciate being called an idiot, but I do understand we should have done our homework before the show. So I will try to do that a little bit better next week. Lastly, I just want to see. We also sometimes have
comments.
No. What do you call that? Messages?
Oh, Facebook messages.
We don't have any Facebook messages. We don't have any Facebook messages this week, but if you do want, you can always look for us on Facebook at the Ordinary Average Guy Podcast Show, and then you can send us a message that way. And also, if you want to drop a comment on Facebook, maybe for an idea on what our nickname should be for the tens and tens of listeners that listen to this to this show. Okay, this week's Unordinary Opinion. So we had a guest on. We have Coach Linz here. I was going to ask him, so I gave him a little bit of homework. I said, hey, you don't have to actually have one, but if you do have one, share it. So I asked him what maybe an unordinary opinion is. So Coach Linz, what that means is, like everybody
Likes it.
likes a sunny day,
Yeah.
but there might be a person that's like, you know what? I actually don't care for sunny days. or something like that.
Yeah.
So what would be an unordinary opinion? Do you have one?
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Tell us, share.
That I truly think avocado tastes like shit. I know as a health food, it's great for fats and stuff like that, but I do not like the taste. Everyone loves their avocado toast and that stuff. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that's so funny you say it because I went on an avocado kick, but I had to choke it down every time.
It's not.
I don't know what. Do you think anyone actually? Here's a. Do you think that people actually generally do like avocado, or do you think they just pretend?
No, like people love that crap.
Really? I think my wife likes it, or like gets like that's guac in it. Guac is made out of avocado.
Yeah, I'm not even a big guac fan.
Dude, that it might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm on board with you on
Yes.
that. I eat it only when I'm like in a really health mood, and I'm like, all right, man, I gotta get these fats. Blah, blah,
Queso
blah.
all day. Give me that cheese.
So a cheese, no dairy though.
That's
Our
on
friend
that-
Tim
yeah,
Ferriss.
on that diet.
Yeah, I got farmer roots, so I tried to give up milk and dairy, and I'm like I can't do it because I grew up milking cows and
Oh no, definitely get you, and it hasn't been easy because my Grandpa Linsmeyer lived in being his 90s. He had ice cream all the time,
well there you go.
so it's like ice
Wow.
cream equals long life, but not.
All right. Well, cool, man. Thanks for the unordinary opinion. All right. So the last segment of the show. Now, song of the week.
Yes.
Now, I actually also let Coach here come with an answer for that because his favorite genres of music. Right now, you're more of a country
Oh, yeah.
guy.
Country all day.
Yeah. Okay. But you also grew up
Oh,
and maybe still listen to rap music, right?
yeah. This morning we did.
Hell yeah, brah.
Yeah.
So
2000s rap.
okay, so those are two genres that I have never. I've had country songs be songs of the week, but there was always like real country music. You know what I mean?
Like old stuff.
No, not even old stuff, but like modern, like Sturgill Simpson. I haven't had him, but like you know who Sturgill Simpson is?
Yeah.
Like I kind of like that.
Okay.
But like I'm not the biggest.
Not the
fan.
bro pop
Right, exactly.
or bro country. That's
No.
what I call it.
But since you're the guest, I'm going to give you the honors. Do you have a song?
Yes.
It can be any song. It doesn't have to be country or rap, but could it be any song? A song of the week that our listeners should. And a saying that I say a lot on the show is windows down, radio up. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Windows down, radio
Yeah.
up. Driving down the road, you're in a good mood. What would be a song that they should listen to?
Oh, if you're doing that,
You don't have to do that.
if you're like when I'm Uber driving, I'm trying to get hype. We got the moves. Oh, who sings that now?
It's called We Got the Moves.
We got the moves. That gets me hype at night. Otherwise, Chase Matthews Pull Up. He's actually being in concert at the Admirals game coming up in February, and I'm excited to go to that.
Chase Matthews, and the
Pull-
song is Pull Up,
up.
or Pull Out.
Pull up. What you trying to work on? Your pull ups.
Oh yeah. I'm also working on the Pull Out.
Yeah, no, 3 kids.
So is that a country song?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a country rap song, so it's
Oh my God. Fucking Hank Williams is rolling in his grave right now.
that's all right.
So Chase Williams, it's called
No.
Pull Up, and it's a country
Chase
rap song.
Matthews.
So sorry, Hank Williams. So Chase Matthews,
Yes.
Pull Up. That is the official song of the week.
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to do Windows Down, Radio Up though. Even if there's another song that you're really passionate about, you can do that one instead. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's not a rule that it has to be.
I
a
mean, when
banger.
you say that and it's cruise, I got my windows down and cruise.
yeah, what
Yeah.
song is that? Is that
Cruise,
called
Florida
Cruise?
Georgia Line,
Oh,
and Nelly the remix. You have to do the remix if you're doing that one. That was a banger back in the day.
Okay. There you go. So the official song of the week is
Chase Matthew.
Chase Matthew Pull Up. All right, I'm gonna listen to it. And I will and we'll see how it goes. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is the episode. We talked about everything that I wanted to talk to. If you have any questions, by all means, actually, really, all I mean is go on Facebook and leave it on the page there. Maybe that way I can share it with Coach Lance, and maybe he can get an answer. And then you said you would look into that XL athlete thing.
Oh yeah, we'll put that PDF. I'll share it with you so we can.
Share it with me, and then I'll share it on my page so people can use it. So awesome. Well, thank you very much for being on the show, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, have a good one, fellas. Later.